Hello, YouTube. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, and happy Saturday. So excited to be here. You know what? I've had a lot of good energy this morning. And I think part of it is, I don't know, maybe it's the saucy red lips. Maybe it's the fact that I got some good sleep last night. I don't know. Maybe it's just life in itself. But I'm super excited to be here today. And if you notice, it's a little bit different than what I have been doing because I'm standing up. Yes, I have decided that I need to stand up more for some reason. You know what? When I work, yay! Hello, Kelly. How are you? When I worked a corporate job, I just have to make sure I get this right. I have this, you have no idea. I have my laptop curiously. Hello, Azura Draws. Hello. I have my laptop curiously stacked on Indy's toy box, something I grabbed out of my kitchen, some books and some boxes. So I'm all like, Kelly, I'm doing good today. I'm having a very high energy Saturday, so I'm super excited about that. I'm standing up, and all of my videos from now on out are going to be of me standing. It's amazing how different my energy is for when I'm standing, and it's such a little thing, but it makes such avatar edits. Hello, how are you? Hello, everyone. But standing up compared to sitting down makes such a huge difference for me. So then I'm like thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what? What other things can I change in my life to make myself, I'm doing good, to make myself more energetic throughout the day? So I don't know. It's just been kind of like one of those, like, yay, I'm standing kind of energy Saturdays. So I am editing and I'm going to post my latest buzz cut video. And I wanted to jump right into that subject first thing because right now, my buzz cut is one of the most popular subjects that I have on YouTube. I get a lot of responses. My buzz cut videos do really well. And it's interesting to me because to me, it's just hair. And I say that, and it's really easy for me to say that because I already have a buzzed hair. You know, I already can be like, yeah, it's great. No big deal. Just buzz your hair. But I remember those months and even years of how long I wanted to buzz my hair, but I was too scared to do it. So I talk about buzzing my hair a lot just for the simple purpose is that I want anybody out there who is struggling with your hair or struggling with your looks to just remember at the end of the day, it's just hair. And I had a comment, and it was an interesting comment, and it led me to this idea. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about today with you is that somebody mentioned how they wanted to buzz their hair, but they didn't want to get rid of their bangs because their bangs were hiding their wrinkles. And I'm like, okay, something about that sentence didn't set well with me. And so I'm like, okay, what was it? What is it? And it was the simple fact that we hide our wrinkles. We hide our face with our hair. We have a tendency sometimes to hide behind our hair. So then I started thinking, like, that's an interesting thought. And so I went back and I looked at some of the pictures that when I had hair, and that was, hello, Claire. I'm doing good. How are you? But when I looked back at all the pictures of when I had hair, I'm like, I felt like I was hiding behind my hair. And here's the thing, and I'm going to say this, and I say it all the time, age is nothing to be ashamed of. All right. Being over 50 is nothing to hide. You know what? My face looks different than it did when I was 20. But you know what? That's okay. I don't want to hide who I am. I'm 58 years old and I'm going to celebrate the simple fact that I'm 58 years old. Am I going to continue to rub banana peels all over my face? Absolutely. You bet I am. But you know what? Doing like skincare routines and things like that to make my skin tone better is totally different than me being ashamed of being 58 or trying to hide my wrinkles. So I just really, 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 really hope that if you guys get anything out of any of my videos, it's just to embrace who we are at whatever stage of life we're at. All right, Kelly says it definitely takes a bit of courage to buzz your hair. It does eventually grow back. And I also agree, we hide behind our hair, our makeup, and our clothes. Absolutely. And here's the kicker. You know what? If you go on the flip side of a buzz cut, let's just say you're over 50 and you have really long hair, people get a lot of negative comments about being over 50 with longer hair. So here you have me. I have buzzed hair. I have a friend, her on social media, beautiful woman. She's 59. She's just a little bit older than I am, and she has really long, flowing hair. And she gets comments about how she shouldn't have that hair. So what is the proper hair length that we're supposed to have? I mean, is there a guide that nobody told me about? So that's just what the thing I'm trying to let you all know. It's like sometimes we hold ourselves back because we don't want that, like, oh, you're not supposed to do this. But sometimes, no matter what you do, they're going to say it. So you might as well do whatever you want to do that makes you happy. I'm a firm believer that when we look in the mirror, we have to like what's looking back at us. So now, okay, I already told you I have my laptop on Indy's toy bin and some other books. Well, I dumped out all her toys. They're scattered all over the floor. So every time she comes near, I feel like she's going to knock down my laptop, but she's not. She's doing good. So at the end of the day, if you're out there, regardless whether or not you want to buzz your hair, you want to grow your hair out, you want your hair to be gray, you want your hair to be black, it doesn't, excuse me. Hold on here. You got to see this. This is her toy mess. Come here, Andy. And she wants to say hi. Stop. Okay, now I unleashed the beast. So again, and I'm sorry about that, but she wanted to say hi. Regardless if your hair is buzzed, regardless if your hair is long, regardless if your hair is gray, black, it does. She's so cute. I know. Let me finish my sentence and I'll tell you what she did this morning. So regardless as to who or whatever it is that you want to do, you have to give yourself the freedom to do it. Do not let the fear of what people say ever stop you from you being whatever representation of you that you want to be. You know what? I'm sitting here in front of you and I keep on staring at my lipstick because in a million years, I never thought that I would be brave enough to do a bold red lip. And this channel has, she is so precious. She really is. This channel has helped me break out of this mindset of certain things that I never thought I would be able to do. My makeup journey, my fashion journey, my hair. This has all come about because I share this with you. So as much as I try to inspire you to live your best life, you inspire me to do the same. So Indy, oh my gosh, this morning, because I have a slider door out my bedroom and she likes to sit there and she goes in and out while I'm getting ready. And she was sitting there and she was just staring up and she wouldn't go outside. So I'm like, what's wrong? Well, there was a bird in the yard. My ferocious 80-pound pit bull is scared of birds. And I'm like, oh, you know what? She is so funny. And pit bulls are such the opposite of the rap that they've been given. I mean, yes, they're strong dogs. Yes, they are just immensely strong, but they're also the sweetest and kindest dogs you're ever going to want to see. And my dog is scared of crows. She's petrified of squirrels. We had a big gray squirrel in our backyard, and I had to coax her out into the backyard with treats. Um, don't even get me going on balloons or kites. Oh, thank you so much. I got a 99-cent burger. Thank you. I think that's what I got. Well, thank you very much. So, yes, my ferocious pit bull is scared of those things. So, now I want to tell you about two products. All right, I got two things that I want to share with you. One, I saw this on Amazon, and this is like these little things that you put underneath your eye. So when you put your makeup on, nothing like it catches like all the makeup. In theory, this should work really well. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like it. I don't like it for the simple fact that maybe I'll use it like that, but it comes with like you take off the back and it has some adhesive and it actually irritated me underneath my eye. And I used it this morning because I wanted to share it with you guys and be like, oh my gosh, I found this great new thing. But when I was peeling it off, it was like, and it was like my eye was all stretched out. And I'm like, that can't be good for my eye. And it actually feels a little irritated under my eye. So do I like these? No. Will I try another brand? I don't know. I'm going to just stick with like trying to be, yeah, Claire, it did the exact same thing. It's like, okay, if you're the manufacturer and you're like trying to sell something that you're going to stick underneath your eye, don't you think you would make it like super like non-offensive and make it easier to remove? But no, I feel like I could hang a picture on the wall using this thing. So no, for this, I'm just going to continue to be really careful and wipe off my makeup. I put my eye makeup on first and then I put my foundation on, and I'm just going to keep doing that. So another thing I got, and I haven't opened it yet because I want to do a video using this. Yeah, you had sore eyes for nearly a week. You know what? Truthfully, I feel like mine's going to be sore all day long. So that is an absolute no on that. But I've seen this all over TikTok, social media, everywhere. And this is the Maybelline eraser, but it's in the pink shade. And this is supposed to be amazing for getting rid of dark circles underneath your eyes. So I didn't open it yet. As you can tell, it's not open because I wanted to open it and do a video with y'all showing how it works and whether or not I like it or not. So be on the lookout for this one. And then we're going to talk about unwanted weight gain because you know what? Truthfully, I am so, I'll say frustrated. I am so frustrated with my weight right now. And I know that I'm not technically overweight, and I never want to be like, oh, I'm so this or I'm so that. But I know how I'm comfortable in my body. I know how I'm comfortable when I put my clothes on, and I know how I like to feel. And right now, it doesn't matter what I do. You know what? I could sit there and just look at a picture of food and I'm going to gain 2 pounds. And all of my weight is going into my stomach and my hips. So I've got this nice little like situation on my stomach and my pants are not fitting quite like they were supposed to. So what am I going to do about it? For one thing, I'm going to tell you right now, I am not going to body shame myself. And I am not going to tell myself that, oh, well, you know what? It's just your age, get over it, live with it. I'm not going to do that either. I'm going to be a little bit more compassionate with myself. So if I put on a pair of pants and they don't fit properly, I'm going to put on a different pair of pants. I'm going to stop living in leggings because that's been what I've been wearing. And for me, it's like, you know what? It's fine. Leggings are comfortable. But it's also too, it's kind of allowing me to not address this a little bit closer. So What am I going to do about it? Well, first, I want to start off right off and tell you right now, I am not a dietitian. I am not a doctor. I am not an expert. I am just sharing the things that I have noticed about my body. B6, yeah, Claire, we're all about that. I'm just going to share what I'm doing in my own journey dealing with my own unwanted weight gain. So I have decided that I need to kind of look at my body in a whole, kind of like, you know what? What's not working? Because I'm doing the exact same thing I did 5 years ago, but it's just having a different result now. So I'm like, okay, what works? What doesn't work? One thing I've noticed is that I feel like I'm becoming lactose intolerant. And I think that because one of my favorite things to have for breakfast is a bowl of cereal and a glass of milk. Yummy. And as soon as I eat that, I feel like the little girl, that blueberry girl on Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. I feel like I just like poof, blow up. And truthfully, I get really burpy and it's not very pleasant. And I have all sorts of videos of me trying to record and I'm like, bah, bah. I sound like a goat. So I've decided that I'm not going to completely get rid of milk. I'm going to switch to a plant-based milk, which I found one that I really like. So I'm doing that. And this kind of happened to me about 5 years ago with meat. I found that my body wasn't processing and I wasn't able to process meat like I used to be. And that's why I'm a vegetarian today. So it's kind of like stepping back and just being like, okay, Lonnie, well, your body's changing. You know what? You have to change with it. So, with that kind of philosophy and with that mentality, I did some research. And as I get older, my hormones are doing this and my vitamins are doing that. So, I have started a vitamin routine, and that's one of the things I want to share with you. Now, I am by no means trying to sell you vitamins. I am the worst salesperson ever. I'm going to tell you what I'm using and the brand, and I will put the links below, but this is not me telling you to buy it. I'm just trying to share the information with you. So I did some research and I actually had a vitamin company reach out to me and they sent me some vitamins. And I think it's going to be a good, I think it's really going to work because I already noticed a little bit of change. But for me, I am such a like, okay, well, I took one vitamin. Why didn't I lose 10 pounds? So for me, it's a mental struggle also because I want instant results. You know what? I want to take these vitamins and 2 days later, I want to get on that scale and be like, I'm back to my original weight. And I had to stop myself this morning and I had to actually tell myself this morning, it's taken you 58 years to get where you are. You have to give yourself time to kind of get it back a little bit more regulated. Now, by taking vitamins and supplements, you're not going to stop your menopause and you're not going to stop a whole lot of what's going on, but it's going to help it. You know what? If your body needs a vitamin or a supplement, by putting it in your body, it's going to help. So let's go over the vitamins that I've been taking. First, I'm doing a probiotic because I actually, I'm going to, if this is a trigger warning for you right now, I'm going to tell you this might be a trigger warning, but pooping has become my secret obsession. All right. And I was going to name this episode Poop Please, like poop please. But I thought that that would be a little weird. But you know what? Your gut health really becomes an issue. And my gut health is really an issue. I already told you I had to stop eating meat and I have to stop drinking real milk. So I need some help in my gut. So I'm taking a probiotic, and this has really helped. It seems like whenever I eat, my stomach is not upset, and it's making the whole like, gosh, I really wish I could poop work. So, and like I said, you know what? I don't want to ever shy away from a subject. If it's affecting us as a woman, I'm going to talk about it. And yeah, no. So I'm here on YouTube actually talking about that because that's how important we are. So I'm taking a probiotic, and this one right here, it's a one a day. So I take it in the morning, and it's actually my stomach seems to be a much, much better. So taking a probiotic. Now, I am taking a magnesium pill. Now, this stuff, magnesium, it's pretty amazing. And I didn't really even know anything about magnesium until I walked into a vitamin store and I told this sweet little girl what was going on. And she had recommended magnesium. And then the vitamin company actually sent me some. So I'm like, wow, there's got to be something going on with this magnesium thing. So I looked into it, and I actually did some research, and we're going to talk about magnesium because I wanted to tell you all accurate information because that's how much I love you guys. All right. Magnesium, it helps with insomnia. So if you have any problem sleeping, it's going to help with that. It helps with low moods. All right. I think that's a really kind way of saying that it's, you know what, sometimes we can get a little testy. Sometimes I can get a little sad. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I just feel blah. And so this can help with it. Magnesium actually can help you with your kind of blah, low moods. It helps with your heart and your bone health. Now, here's a little secret thing about magnesium. Magnesium actually helps you poop. So by taking a magnesium pill and a probiotic, I have double the benefits for making sure my gut health is okay. Now, this is not like a fiber pill or anything like that, because I actually tried taking fiber pills and that did not do well with my stomach. Claire says, I don't sleep as well since I've been in my 50s. You know, I go back and forth between sleeping. When I had COVID back in 2020. It came with insomnia, and ever since then, my sleep pattern has been a little weird. But since taking magnesium, Claire, I have noticed that I have been sleeping through the night. So maybe think about getting some magnesium. Now, the recommended dosage for magnesium for a woman is 300 milligrams. And this particular magnesium and all the vitamins are new chapter vitamins, which I did some research and they seem to be a really good company. So far, I like them. But this is 325 milligrams. So you only need to take one, and this should help you with your sleeping, with your moods, with your bones, with your hearts, and with your pooping. So this is a little magic pill. And also too, when I did my research and I typed in, magnesium for menopause, nothing but good things came up over magnesium. And I had no idea about that until just a couple weeks, like maybe 5 days ago. So get some magnesium, but I also think you need to get a probiotic because, again, you know what? I think that just by keeping your gut healthy is important, and they go well together. Now, hi, I'm back. Now, the last thing I started doing is I'm doing a multivitamin. And you know what? I don't know. I have this really weird thing about taking medicine. I don't like it. And when I'm sick, I don't like taking medicine. I just have this like mental thing. It's like, oh, I don't want to have to take it. But I'm getting over that. And I'm just like, you know what, Lonnie, you have to do it. You can't sit there and complain that your body's not operating right and then not do everything you can to try to fix it. So I'm taking a multivitamin. And the reason I'm doing that is because there's other vitamins that, along with that magnesium and that probiotic, that is actually really helpful during your menopause. And I'm going to tell you what all the vitamins are. So, the top vitamins to help you with any of your symptoms is magnesium. Top of the list, magnesium. I'm telling you, get some. Vitamin A, and then vitamin B6 and B12. Now, that particular vitamin, the B6 and the B12, will help you with your a little bit of your weight gain. It will give you some energy. And basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get my body back into processing the foods the way it used to. It just seems like my body is like, hey, you know what? We're going to hang on to every bad thing and we're going to store it right there in your stomach. And I don't want that. I want my body to be more like, hey, we're just going to take the good stuff out and we're going to get rid of the rest. And that's what I'm hoping that my vitamin routine is going to do. You need vitamin K, vitamin C, you need calcium, D, and omega 3s. And that is why I decided to do a multivitamin, because I already have like that weird thing about taking medicine anyway. So I couldn't imagine me taking a handful of those pills. So I got, actually, they sent me, again, this is from New Chapter. They sent me both gummies and then a multivitamin. And this one, I decided to go with the gummy just because it had a little bit more of the B6. And right now I'm struggling more with my weight than anything else. So I'm going to do the gummies and then I'm going to switch over to the one a day. Now, this one you have to have 3 gummies a day. So, you know what? I can either chew them all up at one time or I can do morning, afternoon, evening. It doesn't really matter. This one is 1 a day. So, if nothing else, just get yourself that probiotic, that magnesium, and a 1 a day vitamin. And start taking that. Start giving your body the things that it needs to start processing that food properly. Then, also on top of that, and I have talked about this before, and I am the first one to admit that I don't do it as much as I should, but we have to incorporate more water. All right. The water is going to help with our gut. The water is going to help with our weight. The water is going to help with our energy. We have to make sure we drink a lot of water. And then the last thing I did is I actually got, hold on, let me go grab it. I'm back. All right. The last thing I got is I went to the vitamin store and I got this. This is a meal replacement. And I wanted this because I am a vegetarian. So sometimes I feel like I'm maybe not getting the nutrition that I should get. And this is an all-in-one shake. And then this one also too has the vitamin D, the calcium, the vitamin A, the vitamin C. So everything I just read off on that list, this also has that. This also has the B6, the B12. It has, what else does it have? It has some fiber to go with the probiotic, that go with the magnesium. So I decided that instead of eating my cereal in the morning, which, it wasn't the healthiest cereal, I am going to have this. And it's super easy. I get my chocolate plant-based milk, 2 scoops of this, shake it up, and I have that for breakfast. And that is what I've started to do. Because again, my philosophy is this. Yes, you know what? I keep saying it. What's it called? It's called PLNT Organics. So it's like plant, but without the A. And this is the vegan recipe, and it's all in one shake. I got the chocolate. Now you put 2 scoops in, and it's 140 calories, which is not, I think that's good. And then my plant-based milk, I'll go get that. Hold on. I'll be right back. And the plant-based milk that I used is this Ripple, and I get the chocolate. It's almost out. I need to go get some more. And this one has a little bit more sugars than I care to have, but it has the vitamin D, it has the potassium, it has the vitamin A, it has vitamin B12. So I can tolerate this. I can't tolerate real milk anymore. But I'll tag this also in down below with the vitamins that I just showed you. So again, yes, I am 58 years old. Am I just going to be like, well, you know what? That was a good run. I'm just going to let my body go, and do whatever it wants. No, you know what? I value myself. And it's really weird for me to say that because when I drank, I never could say those words, but I value myself and I value my health and I value the way I feel in my body. And if I have to make some adjustments, I'm going to make adjustments. Some might work, some might not work. But the only way we're ever going to find out is if I try. And I just wanted to share those things with you. Now, you know what? Your body might be totally different and your body might be needing something else. I really, really, really want to encourage you to try different things. Start keeping a food diary. How do you feel after you eat a certain thing? That's how I figured out I couldn't eat meat, because every time I would eat like a burger or a chicken or something like that, I'd be like, ugh, I don't feel good. When I wasn't feeling good after eating my cereal, I switched it over to the plant-based milk, and all of a sudden I'm like, I can eat cereal again. So keep a food diary. See how you feel after you eat everything. It's not so much about the calories, it's how your body is reacting to that food. And eliminate the things that don't make you feel good. And you can't eat carbs anymore. This is so sad, but I am starting to question bread. Again, it's just my body is just doing the willy-nilly thing. But I decided I'm going to give myself a month on those vitamins, and I'm going to see how I feel in a month. And if I'm still struggling with this weight, then I've gained 10 pounds. 10 pounds of not doing anything different and 10 pounds of trying to diet. I've gotten to the point where it's like, okay, I can have 5 calories a day and I gain weight. And that is why I'm saying that I don't think it's the food anymore. I think it's my body and how it's processing it, and it needs help. And I'm going to give it the help, and I'm going to see if that helps. So, I will keep you updated on this journey. I will let you know. I'm live at least 3 days a week. I'll keep you updated and let you know what, this is great. This is working. I feel better this way. And it's a journey that I'm on, and I'm bringing you with me. We're in this together. So we'll see what happens, because I literally cannot get back on that scale. And after dieting all day the day before and watch it go up anymore. I'll do something. I'm going to find the answer. That's just the way it is. So that was my live today. I appreciate each and every one of you. So the video that I'm going to be posting today is, again, I did my buzz cut, and I absolutely love my buzz cut. Remember your hair. Don't let your hair define you. Don't hide behind your hair. Whatever version of hair you want, whether it's buzzed or whether it's long, give yourself the gift of that hairstyle. I'm not telling you to buzz your hair. I'm telling you to find what makes you happy, and that's what you should have. So I'm posting that one. And then on Sunday, I'm working on a video that's actually going to show how my style has changed in the last 3 years. Because I started my social media account wanting to encourage women for fashion, and be like, hey, you can be over 50 and wear cute things. And I didn't really realize how much my style has changed in those 3 years until I started looking back. So I'm going to be doing I'm going to be putting that out. I'm going to be doing a video with that pink Maybelline product. And I'm going to probably be doing another video showing how tattoos age. So those are some of the things that I'm working on, and those some of the things that you can look forward to seeing. I appreciate each and every single one of you. And I would love to hear your thoughts on today's live. I would love to hear your suggestions. What are you going through? You know, I absolutely love all the comments that you do give me. So until Monday, I will see you live on Monday. Have a great weekend, and I love you all. Bye, everyone. Oh, wait, Kelly says, thanks for the honesty. I feel all these things as well. 50 plus is a new adventure every day, but aging is a gift not given to anyone, so embrace it. Absolutely. And that's why, Kelly, I said, you know what, some subjects are real taboo. Some subjects are like, ooh, we shouldn't talk about that. Why? Why am I going to not talk about it? You know what? I get offers all the time to promote feminine almost like adult diapers, because sometimes we need it. And I personally don't have that issue, but if I did, you better believe I would be standing there talking about products that help people with that. And I'm not going to shy away from subjects that are uncomfortable. I'm not going to shy away from things just because it doesn't make us appear perfect. You know what? I am far from perfect, and I embrace my imperfections. And by doing that, I'm not uncomfortable with them. So that is the vibe, and that's the feeling I really try to give you all. And it's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, I have fun doing it. So did you notice the difference in my energy since I'm standing up? I'm telling you, standing up is the key. You got to find what gives you energy and just do it. So come here, Indy. This is what she does all day long. She gets new toys. Come here. What do you have on your head? What do you have on your head? You're going to make me break this. Ugh. All right, before she tackles me. All right, everyone. I will see you on Monday. Have a great Saturday.